Sam. Thank you for joining Programming Committee of DevOps in Asia Summit. Glad that you have joined us on a pro bono basis. Let us start off asking you what made you to agree to join us a Programming Committee.
First of all, thanks. Pleasure is equally mine. Technology is becoming very important for three kind of companies. Companies who have been there and transforming. Companies who have already taken the journey where they have seen the first fruit and kind of accelerating there. And third type of company, which are the startups and growing at a pace of becoming unicorn. The commonality amongst all these applications, and what you are bringing together is that transformation, acceleration of technology, with help of blockchain, artificial intelligence, machine learning, MLOps, DevOps, SecOps. I haven't seen a community like this, which is working towards bringing more than 7,000 people together in India. That's what you said. Yes. So there's opportunity to grow this, and you are on that journey and cause. That got me excited to just join you and do my small bit.
Thank you. So, if you have any questions for me.
Sure. What would be your message to the people who are looking forward to come and join this event?
Sure. So DevOps Asia Summit, I am looking at it as the global summit where the practitioners of the Asia are able to get a platform to share their good work, their challenges, and also learn from the peers globally. We also are doing quite a lot of good work and we would like to present it to the world. That is what we are trying to bring in from Excellent OPT Limited and in the form of DevOps Asia Summit. So we would like this to be a showcase flagship program which globally people can see as the best summit on DevSecOps, SRE, and how we are improving the efficiency and of doing business in a new way using DevSecOps, SRE, AI, ML, AI ops, ML ops, data science, blockchain in this.
Yeah, that's super cool. Sitting here in the financial hub of Singapore, talking of emerging technology, we are seeing sustainability, ESG becoming very important. At the same time, all the big organizations which are running here, they are running on the coolest and upcoming emerging technologies like AI, and the existing companies who are focusing on security. So how you're going to bring in security and AI ops as well as the security together in this event?
Excellent question. So what we are doing is that we are going to have three separate tracks. First track will be on how we are improving our ways of working using the DevSecOps, SRE, value stream management kind of things, bringing it together because what I feel is we are tied up with the silos of framework. So we want to break that and bring it all together, take the best of everything that makes us better in our value creation. Second track will be on AI, ML, data science, and use of that to make it better, make the business more efficient. And blockchain, obviously, because blockchain gives two things. It's not just about crypto. It is about improving efficiency of work, and it is about security. And security is a very, very important aspect. So, security, while it comes on the DevSecOps side, it also comes on the blockchain side. And third, we are having a track on sustainability. As a developer, as a tester, as an architect, as a technical expert, everywhere we have to think how we can do things better, how we can make it sustainable, how we can give it back to the community, to the planet. And that's what we are.
That's a very big purpose, to be honest, and that reminds me of the fact that there is not a single industry which has not been accelerated by technology. In that context, I have seen healthcare being transformed. No, it's no brainer that fintech is already evolving, and then education, manufacturing, and the industries like heavy manufacturing are also transforming, and retail is one of the areas. What are the few key industries which you would like to be main focus of this event?
So, as I always say, that today IT is no longer a cost center, it's business. So every business needs IT. So every business is covered here. But if you look at it, looking at Singapore, obviously, Singapore is a big financial hub. It's a hub of fintech. So we will definitely look at fintech. We'll definitely look at all the banks and financial institutes as a main thing. We also know that Singapore is government is very strong, and the thought leader in various things like blockchain and all. So government will definitely be a focus. Other than that, every other industry is there. And if you look at it today, we see a lot of convergence of the non-IT domain with the IT domain. So every non-IT domain is also part of this. So wherever there is IT, this event is for them. So looking from the perspective of the developers, looking from the perspective of practitioners, looking from the perspective of speakers and sponsors, it is from everywhere that we can find a value in this event.
Wow, that's really a huge ecosystem platform that you're building. That being said, let me talk about the resource because technology has grown to a point that there are very less number of resources. Everybody is struggling to find the right resource. And when I say resource, it's in terms of technology, in terms of people, in terms of idea, in terms of strategies to execute. So how will you empower the people, the resources, with the help of this community that you are going to lead?
So let me give you an example. I have seen people going with the traditional way of learning and so on and so forth. But what I have seen in my experience, which really made a difference, is when it's a community learning. When people shares their knowledge without thinking about the specific delivery of it. And this is giving you that platform where you can share among it. And DevOps Asia Summit is just the starting point. With that, we expect to create that ecosystem, that community where we can have multiple different interactions between the users, between the practitioners, between the stalwarts of these areas. And we all want to share our knowledge, our challenges, our good things. And in the process here, I've seen organizations where they started with one small guild. Today, people are running like multiple guilds across the globe, and they are seeing benefit in their delivery. That's what we are doing.
Absolutely. Purpose is always powerful than power itself. And learning, sharing, caring is my personal belief also. In that context, while India has a huge set of developers, what I also observed in last few years in staying in Singapore, the nearest country like Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam, is coming up with a lot of youngsters. There are 40 million people who got connected to internet in last 2 years. So how are you going to bring the talent, the diversity, and more importantly, the distributed workforce for the organizations together who are looking at using IT as their platform?
So the first thing that I would say is that we have to move out of the concept of everybody bringing everybody under one roof. We need to get into a situation where people can connect to each other without losing that personal touch. And that's where technology helps. And we would like to get into a scenario where we are using the technology to connect in those scenarios. And here, maybe this year we are not doing anything from that point of view. But I am quite confident that in very soon we would also see these connections happening over the metaverse. We would be seeing that things people are connecting, getting the feel of being together. And maybe Web3, Metaverse is going to be used in our platform to connect and to create that vibrance in the community.
Absolutely, experience delivered on virtual reality, augmented reality is really nurtured in Singapore. Recently, in last years, I've seen the community of future of work being built here. So, how do you think the community which is building HR tech or people related technology under the umbrella of securing future of work, how will they get benefited if they come to your tool?
Okay. So there are two different groups that I would look at. Somebody who is already practicing. Now, for them, they get two things from it. One, if they are already doing things better, they get a validation that yes, this is the right way.
Yeah.
And we all have problems, we all face challenges, so we can always find through the experience of the speakers across the globe that something which we did may not be the right way. There's a different, better way of doing it. So you get both the sides. You learn more, you also share more. The second part is for those who are coming in new. They get to see what is happening in the world. They get to understand and take informed decision as to which way to go and take things forward from there. And this also gives you ample opportunity to globally connect with not only just the practitioners, but also the stalwarts who are open to interact with people to help each other in sharing and take it forward. I think that's where this platform is.
That's fabulous. Sitting here in such a nice weather, and you talked about event is going to be hybrid. So I want to ask you how you yourself are going to use technology. You talked about metaverse, you talked about Cisco, and you have put such a fabulous place for the guests where you're going to host them. Personally, how you yourself are going to use technology as a platform for this event?
So obviously, number one, we don't want to lose the physical touch, and that's why the one behind Marina Bay Sands will be our physical location.
Yeah.
We will also be having live streaming for the same. Now, when you have 50 speakers in a day, nobody will be able to hear everyone. So we will have this platform which will enable you to record. I mean, we will have the recordings done, and all the delegates will be able to see those recordings throughout the year. Number two, the platform that we use with TechStrong Group, it allows you to not only interact with chat, with your speakers, asking them questions, or anybody else, like I want to meet and talk to you, or you want to talk to some speaker or some other delegate, you can send a request where you can, if the person agrees, you get to talk on a video chat with them live. Here, what we are going to also see is that this is the platform which gives people to come together and build it. This is the starting point. We continue with maybe LinkedIn groups, we may continue with Slack channels, and people can keep interacting and meeting each other, solving problems, asking questions, getting new ideas, and we will continue to do that in this event. So, and it's not all work and no play. There will be certain fun part also. We most probably will have some video sessions. Even in the virtual, we may have some yoga sessions. And let us see what else we can do. Because we have done like make your own mocktail and cocktail. We have tarot card readers. So we might come out with some of these.
That's super cool. I'm really excited and looking forward to it. In Sanskrit, there is saying Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means the world is a family. And I'm really excited about the families you're bringing on digital and hybrid world. Thank you so much for sharing what you're going to do. And I really invite everyone to join this fabulous DevOps Asia Summit in the month of February, very much here in Singapore. Thank you, and bye for now.
Thank you, Prashant.